thank you for this really nice introduction, Anna. I appreciate it. Yeah, so my journey started in 2012 in venture capital. Um, I was looking for an internship, and I knew that I wanted to do something with innovation and entrepreneurship because I really like new techs, new gadgets. Lucky enough, I found an intern position in a financial consulting or let's say, yeah, wealth management company back then in Berlin. So that's where I started. Then I just stayed there. I did my master's thesis with this company. And when I joined the company, it was only 4 people, the 2 founders, me and another intern. And then it so happened that the company grew from a small boutique into a financial consulting boutique, into a proper investment company. And then I just stayed there and learned everything. So I grew with the company, grew with the founders, and that's how I ended up in venture capital. So this company I'm talking about, it's right now they have a fund in Germany called PropTech One Fund. One of my first things that I did there was to support different business angels, or we used to call them super angels. These are like very wealthy individuals that have a sizable angel investment, so 30 angel investments, 40 angel investments. And what my job there was to manage their portfolio, which means I support the startups in their portfolio when they want to raise funds, or if there are other companies or startup founders that want to raise funds from these angels, I do a pre-analysis and then I connect them. So this is how everything began. Then I really enjoyed working with business angels and with the founders. So I grew from an intern to become an analyst, and then I became an investment manager there. And then I joined another company called German Startups Group. Back then, we invested in Amorelie, Delivery Hero. I was part of the portfolio management team. I was a portfolio manager, actually. We had about 50 companies in our portfolio, and then we also went public with the fund. That was a very intense, but also very insightful time. And then I joined another venture capital company after 5 years of working with these 2 companies with German Startups Group. Basically my last place I worked for was Signals. It's a CVC fund. They invest in pre-seed software companies. That's my journey so far. Right now, in the background, we are working on trying to raise a fund to invest in migrant founders.
Well, so needed, and we're all happy to hear that that's happening, hopefully very soon, for the sake of all of us. Peter, one thing that you mentioned, and I guess a lot of people will ask you about this, is about the business angels, right? And I think that most of the question right now is, before even you go to VCs or even you go to other investors, people want to see you raising money from family and friends, right? And it's really well known that many of us, especially who come from abroad, we might not have that support, so to say, and so we might depend a lot on angels to raise our early funds. What can you say about that? Because there's a lot of groups, and maybe this is my perception. I mean, I'm also collecting other people's perceptions as well, and I invite people later on to ask about this. But one perception that I had is that you go to these business angels groups and clubs and stuff, and nothing happens, right? So you don't even know where they have invested. They put investor in their LinkedIn, and we have never seen which, So what I want to say with this is where to find them, what to do. Is it just a matter of luck, or what we should be doing to get there?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail right on the head with that, for sure. I also know a lot of business angel clubs and groups, and then it's very difficult raising money from them because of many reasons, to be honest. But I think still that these clubs and groups are not a bad place to go to. I think what you could do if you're looking for a business angel to start up, especially in Germany, is to look at the companies that are in your vertical or similar to you, to look at their shareholder list. So in Germany, there's this platform called Handelsregister, handelsregister.de, and you can access every cap table of a startup there for free or for €1. And then you can see which angels are on these cap tables. And once you have this information, you can address them. And you can see who is active and who is not. So let's say you go to Handelsregister.de, you look at the startups that, I don't know, motivate you, etc. They're in your vertical, and you look at their cap table. I think that's a very good place to start. Another good place that I personally would recommend, it's called Added Value, or the Added Value IO, or I think it's from the runners of Startup Detector. So I don't know where everybody is sitting right now. So my feedback or my input is based on the German market. And if you go to Added Value, I know that they're good because I know the angels behind it, or the angels that they connect startups with. I know the people that are running it there. It's a good place to start also. Otherwise, I think very, 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 very good would be if you contact, if you're able to contact CTOs, CSOs, or the C-level suite of startups, or people, because at this early stage also you're looking for a mentor, not only an investor, if you're looking for an angel. And these are usually operators, people that have been there, done it themselves. So let's say the CSO of Delivery Hero or something would be a good angel for you, because these guys are writing tickets and they're also helping you. And they also have the investor knowledge and the investor contact. So it's like a myriad of good opportunities, right? Or good outcomes, possibilities for you if you can convince them. And I've seen this work for sure. I think that is probably better than going to this, excuse my language, antiquated business clubs and business Vereine and so weiter. Because usually what I've also seen is that those angels are a bit old schooled, and the things that they're looking for is not usually what people are working on right now, or they have a different kind of appetite. I hope that answers your question.